DuckTales, The House of the DuckTales, Season 1, Episode 7 by my reckoning. The House of the Lucky Gander.
Sorry about that.
All right. So they're going
It's
to
time for another Duck Family adventure, and then they fly over Macaw.
Yeah, they go to Macaw, which is Macau. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's basically Las Vegas on steroids in Asia. If that
Pretty much.
explains it. I mean, that's basically the idea.
They've been called in by Uncle Gladstone.
The luckiest duck in the world.
And the most obnoxious.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he's that lucky.
Yeah. I mean, the triplets even pretty much refer to him as the cool uncle.
Yeah.
I got your Gander. Because I know how much you love Donald.
But yeah, the whole point of this whole
Donald Duck is awesome.
Yeah, the whole point of them going there is to see a cricket. Which eventually
they're going to see a very rare cricket.
Yes, the golden cricket. To which at the end Scrooge is like, "Okay,
that's enough.
That's enough.
Let's go."
Yeah, it doesn't actually do much of anything.
But first, they have to get out of the House of Lucky Fortune, which is surprisingly more difficult than one would imagine.
Yes. Considering they figure out that, oh yeah, this is actually eventually... Well, First, they keep getting sort of rerouted and kept sort of trapped in there. With no clocks, confusing layouts, shows, buffets. It's basically they basically took all the things Vegas does to keep you in the casinos and just amp them up to 11.
Yeah. And I mean, Louis is perfectly happy to stay there, and Donald's just with him as he goes and idolizes Gladstone. And Gladstone is insistent on having Donald around and having him try every game. How many fingers am I holding behind my back? 27. 27. 27.
27. How is he going to hold up 27 fingers? Just let him go.
And then, of course, Gladstone accidentally says the word two. You win! And here's a new car!
That is the second new car that I got for 4?
Here's another!
Yeah. One of them there was clearly an imbalance of luck that happened on their birth. One got all of the others. It shows them
their whole lives. Donald is getting shit on, while Gladstone randomly finds $20 and happens to avoid misfortune.
Yeah,
hey, $20!
But that's not really that fortunate, because taking into account inflation, he's been getting the same amount of money his whole life.
Yes, but he's been getting the same amount of money on an almost constant basis. And that does add up.
He still hasn't had a raise in 30-some years.
Well, he just, whenever he needs some money, just go down to a casino, put a few bucks on things, and he's instantly...
Puts in $20 into blackjack. Yay! Let's put in more money. Blackjack. Yay!
Yeah, and he wouldn't even necessarily have to have $20 when he was walking in. He'd find $20 on the ground as he was walking in, walk over to
Where
the
did that
blackjack
come
table.
from?
No, go to roulette and put it all on 13, and
Yeah,
because that's got a bigger payout, and then just let it ride on 13,
yeah.
and 13 again.
And it just hits 13 every single time because Gladstone's betting on it.
Yeah, and then he just makes a fortune, cashes out, and goes walking and doing whatever he wants to do from there.
And while Louis is perfectly content to stay right there where there's money and fancy suits and all this easy stuff, all of the adventure-hungry members of the family are trying to get out. And that's when they get turned around. First by Huey with Aquarium, and then Dewey with his own personal pet tiger. And then there's Webby with the honestly extremely distracting chocolate fountain.
Can I put anything in there? Anything.
Anything you want.
Can I put my hand in there? Sure. Can I put your hand in there?
I don't see why not.
Fine. Now that's when you know she's just testing limits there.
Yeah.
That's just such an outrageous question. That's just anything?
Well, that's like hitting Funzo with a ukulele. That's just something Webby would do.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't actually try to put his hand in the fountain.
And then, of course, Scrooge's strategy is, all right, let's go check in. So they finally go to the front desk.
Which is right by the entrance.
Joke's on you.
To which we find out Gladstone is being
Trapped.
Yeah, he's trapped.
He's a prisoner.
He's a prisoner of a luck vampire.
I'm just that tasty. Are you bragging about that?
Very well. You and I will have a challenge. Yes, finally, some real adventure. We'll each choose. We each get a champion. Since Gladstone is technically still mine, I choose him, and you get Donald.
Which, yeah.
Don't you even get to be part of the challenge?
And I love how Louis is just like, come on, sure you're the most unlucky duck in the world, but when has that ever stopped you? When have you ever been smart enough to realize when you should have given up?
Yeah, you're too dumb to quit.
You're too dumb to quit. Don't stop now.
Reminds me, there's a clip from one of the Sonic cartoons from the '90s. Like, he made you stubborn. He made me persistent, and you too dumb to quit.
Scratching Grounder?
What?
Scratching Grounder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me persistent. He made you too dumb to quit. Very silly show.
What I remember of that show was Sonic Says.
Oh, good grief. And chili dogs.
Where he would have, at the very beginning of each Sonic Says, it would have Tails misspelling Says.
Which is hilarious because Tails is 10 times smarter than Sonic is.
Anyway, they get through all this and through this adventure and
the luck gauntlet.
Yeah, get through the gauntlet and get to the end, and Donald somehow wins, and the luck vampire
Well,
takes him as
Because
his.
he's too stubborn to quit.
Yeah,
oh no, you should take Donald. Because he beat
can't
Gladstone, which makes him the luckiest duck in the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're not just going to leave.
Right.
You're not just going to leave Uncle Donald in there."
Three,
No,
two, one.
Well,
You just got this starved looking version of the luck vampire going, "He's so unlucky, there's nothing there." And then they go and see the cricket.
and okay,
But first they have to get Launchpad back, which Launchpad has been on his own adventure.
Yes.
I love those little side adventures of Launchpad that they never talk about, that they just tease you with.
Something incredible has happened off screen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's probably best not to actually ever show you what that is, because nothing could be as nothing they could come up with could be as awesome as what you're imagining what it was.
Yes.
Yes.
Although I can kind of imagine Huey trying to follow him.
Yeah. No, Dewey.
It's like, you always going. Well, honestly, both of them, they're the more adventurous and curious ones.
Yeah, but Dewey is the one who's starved for adventure. He's the one who is the adventurous one.
He's also Launchpad's best friend, so he would be more curious as to what he's doing.
Exactly. I'm your best friend? Oh no, he can hear my thoughts.
Launchpad is freaking awesome.
I love how multifaceted Launchpad is in this.
Yes.
Like, they make him so stupid but so brilliant at the same time.
Whoa. Never crashed to me before.
Hey, spoilers.
Oh, right. Sorry. I keep forgetting not everyone's in season 2.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I still sing that at work sometimes.
You just need someone to harmonize with.
Yes.
And now we're confusing the poor uninitiated people who don't know what we're talking about. Part of what we're talking about.
But indeed, teamwork does make the dream work.
Anyway, overall, fun little episode.
Oh, yeah.
Launchpad's antics, fun off the side, and a nice little commentary on how Las Vegas tries to keep you in the casino, which, yeah. Anyway,
Which just makes me wonder, is Scrooge actually luckier than Gladstone? Which
No.
I'm going to say
he
no,
works harder.
because he did it by
because
being...
he was smarter than the smart, he's tougher than the toughies, and he made all his money fair and square
on his own.
And he'd be the first one to remind you.
Unlike other Scottish billionaire ducks.
Spoilers.
Hey, I didn't say any details. I said
we all
Scottish.
know Gladstone's the only other one we've ever heard of, and we all know that he's not quite on the level.
You mean Glomgold?
Or not Glomgold, yeah. Ugh. So many G names.
I know. No, that's not why I was saying spoilers.
Okay. Anyway, any last thoughts on the House of the Lucky Gander?
I think you said that a little weird.
Yes, that was intentional.
Yeah, that wasn't a funny kind of weird.
What were you going for there? Was that like a wannabe British or
I just did whatever voice came out at the time.
that's what she
Okay.
said.
I was
Well,
really
I
supposed
mean-
to be just distracting and sort of weird, and then there it went. It's like, okay, well, that's a thing.
Well, that happened.
Yes.
Yup.
Anyway. I suppose we don't have any more things to discuss of the House of the Lucky Gander.
I guess not.
All right.